friends, welcome to Quarantine Art with Miss Mitchell and happy Friday. For today's lesson, what was that? Do you hear that? Who is snoring? Come on, we gotta find out what's going on. This is very peculiar. I thought I was here alone, but... Hello? Hello? Ah! Who are you? What? I'm sorry. It's just me, a kind fairy taking a nap. Okay, well, what are you doing in my house? Well, you see, my home was recently crushed to make way for luxury condominiums, and this seems like a real nice place you got here, so I just thought, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have intruded. Well, that's sad. Is there anything I can do? You're welcome to stay here if you want. That's very kind, but I'm a strong, independent woman of over 8,000 years old, and I really prefer to live alone. Girl, I heard that. Don't worry about me, I'll just be getting out of your hair. That won't be necessary. I think I have an idea. I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, I didn't want to get the fairy too excited before I knew for sure, but I think if we go outside, we can build the fairy a house that's just her size and she can live alone. Let me show you how we're gonna do it. For this project, all you really need is the great outdoors! But just like when we made our nature art, make sure you're not disturbing the surroundings or leaving behind anything that doesn't belong there. So one other thing that you might need for this project is a pair of clippers of some kind. I used this to cut some of my leaves and branches. And then here's a few things that you might want to grab to start building your fairy house. I have here some sticks. That's what I'm going to use to build the main frame of my house. And then I found these soft leaves I thought could be used as carpet or blankets. And then it's nice to add a little bit of pop of color with some flowers or some colorful leaves. I found this nice soft piece of moss that maybe could be a fairy chair. Some pine cones, who knows, maybe that's some decoration. Rocks could be used as fairy furniture or maybe a walkway coming into the house. And then I thought these pine needles could be used for covering the roof. Once you have your materials assembled, I'm going to show you two different ways that I thought of to build the house. One is kind of like a cabin style, where you're going to want to take some branches that are all about the same size or cut them down to the same size. And you're going to form a square by doing 2 sticks on the top and 2 on the sides. You might need to scooch them together or further apart to accommodate your sticks, like so. 2 on the top and bottom, and then 2 more on the sides. And then you're just going to keep repeating that, top and bottom, side to side. And you'll build up a nice little cabin. Another way I thought could work is almost like a teepee, or more of a triangular home. And you're going to just take 3 sticks to start, and you can drill them into the ground a little bit to help them stay. And then you're going to crisscross the ends of your sticks right here until they hold each other up. And keep adding sticks as you go around, and they'll lean into each other, and that pressure should help them all stand. Totally cool. Personally, I really like the log cabin look, so I'm going to go for that. Do 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom, 1 on the side, 1 on the side, 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom, 1 on the side, 1 on the side, all the way up as tall as you want your fairy house. Once you have your fairy cabin built up as tall as you want it, you can add all your details inside. I have these nice soft leaves. I was going to just make a little carpet, just overlapping them all over the floor. You could also do a wood floor. You can also add any details on the inside that you want, like furniture, but in my experience, fairies are not exactly minimalists. She probably has a ton of her own stuff to move in, but I thought I'd give her a bed just to get started. And you're going to do kind of the same method that you did for building the outside of your cabin, and get some shorter sticks and just crisscross them, just like you did the cabin, but just a few layers deep, like so. And then you can add something soft in there, like your pine needles, for a little cushion. Once you get everything finished inside the cabin, you're just going to finish it off with one more row of sticks across the top. That's going to help us hold our roof on. And then cover it up with whatever material you picked out for your roof. Just kind of crisscrossing and overlapping, filling in all the holes until she has a nice cushy roof. Okay, I feel like this is some pretty good construction, and don't worry, I forgot to put in her fairy chair, but I was able to sneak it in right through this little front entry point. And now I think I need to give it a little curb appeal, so I'm going to sprinkle my buttercups on the roof. And I'm going to add some little shrubberies in the front. What would be the name of your fairy landscaping company? Ooh. And then I have these rocks that I was going to make a nice little pathway leading into her home. Oh man, I really hope she likes this. Oh, I love it. Of course, this is not the only way to build a fairy house. I'm sure you have lots of wonderful ideas to use. This is just one way. Let's go see if she likes it. Miss Fairy, I have a surprise for you outside. I think you're really going to like it. Come with me. Well, here it is. I hope you like it. I tried to put it under this big tree for protection. Should be nice and quiet, and you have the place all to yourself. What do you think? Okay, this is like way nicer than my old house, and how did you know my favorite colors are brown and green? So sweet. How can I ever repay you? I could go for a cookie. You got it, girl. Wow, thanks. Knock, knock. Who's there? Fairy. Fairy who? Fairy special guest. It's already time for the Kid Art of the Week. Let's check it out. Our Kid Art of the Week is by Pepper. She did our Zentangle project, and I am obsessed with her rainbow background. Those poppin' colors look amazing. Way to take your time and do an awesome job, Pepper. Kid art is the best art, as I always say. I hope you have a wonderful weekend making fairy houses. See you later.